If you're having an issue with your Nayax credit card terminal, the first thing to do before you do any further fault diagnosis is to turn off the machine using the breaker down here. So that switch, turn it off. And now you will wait approximately 3 minutes to have everything fully discharged. And when you turn it back on after 3 minutes, it will redo the handshake between the machine as well as the Nayax terminal. And oftentimes this fixes a wide array of issues. So this is the first step to try. Okay, so it's been 3 minutes. I'm going to flip the power back on. I'll wait for the machine to power back on. So after this, if the credit card terminal now works, that's great. If it does not, then we need to do some further tests. And the next step to try to do is just to reseat all the wires here that connect to the Nayax terminal. So as you can see, there's a yellow wire up here, as well as a black antenna, and there's also a SIM card seated inside the Nayax terminal. So you want to kind of unplug both of these wires, as well as remove the SIM card, and just put all of them back in and see if that resolves the issue. In addition, we want to unplug and replug all the wires going to this white box here, just to make sure all the connections are seated properly. So let's turn the machine off, and let's try to unplug and replug some wires. So first, I'll do the Nayax. So the yellow wire will just be pulled out like that. And the black one might need a bit more force, but it can be pulled out as well. After the wires are removed, the SIM card is actually held in with this metal bracket. If we pull it down, the SIM card will just fall out, and you'll be able to take it out. And let's just plug it back in the same way and put it back onto the Nayax. And similarly, you want to plug the yellow cable back in, along with the black cable for the antenna. Make sure you hear the click. And then on the other side, we have all of these, so you can try to pull on them, see if they're loose, and you can also pull them out and reseat them. And just repeat that process for all the wires on the top, as well as the bottom. Make sure that everything is plugged in tight and secure. Making sure everything's plugged in, you can turn on the machine again. And let's wait for it to boot up. There is usually a plastic piece covering the Nayax cables, and it just slides in and clips on like that. All you need to do is remove it, is to pull down the clip. And once the clip is unclipped, it should just come out right like that. So now that we plug the wires back in, let's put the plastic cover back on, like so. And now once it boots up, we can test whether the credit card terminal is now functional. If it's still not functional, there might be some software settings for you to do rather than anything with the actual hardware here. So before you go check the software, there is one other thing you need to make sure. There is a terminal ID on the back of your Nayax terminal that's on the sticker. Is this number at the bottom that starts with SN. And you need to make a note of this sticker along with all the information on it, and double check in your Nayax account if your SN is correct. Because if you got the wrong credit card terminal linked to your account, then of course it will not be functioning properly. So if you double check and this number is incorrect, you need to call Nayax to get that fixed. So next, let's take a look at the online Nayax account. So when you log into your Nayax account, this will be your home screen. And to see the settings of your Nayax terminal, you go up here and click on Machines. And then for the operator, you need to choose your company here. Click Search. And as we saw on the sticker earlier, the one we're interested in is this one that ends in 3214. And that matches the SN number on the sticker on the terminal at the machine. So if you have multiple, you should check the number that's written on the sticker to make sure you're selecting the right terminal. And as for all these settings here, usually Nayax will be the one to update these for you. But the most important setting is under MDB and MDB flag. For the combo machine, it should be on 06, ignore plus pre-selection, so make sure that it's selected. If you were having issues with your Nayax terminal still after reseating all the wires, restarting the machine, the best thing to do here is to go to Actions and then click Reboot Device. So we'll reboot that. So after it's sends this command to the terminal will start rebooting. And then after that, double check at the machine if it's working. If it's not working, do another restart. Okay, do another restart and see if it's working then. If after both of those steps it's still not working, we can go to Actions here and just click Reset Default Parameters. And this will factory reset the firmware. And I'm not going to do it on this one, but if you are having issues, the best way is to first do a factory reset on the firmware, click OK, and then it'll basically reset all of these settings back to its factory settings. And then you can check if the Nayax is working, do another restart, and if after all of that, you rebooted your device, you reset it to default parameters, it still doesn't work, then it's time to give Nayax a call to see what the issue is. And especially if there's an error code showing, you can tell them that error code that's displaying on the display, and you can go from there. But Nayax will be the one to handle all the changes to these settings on the back end.